And now, your Storm Team 18 forecast. Weather from where you live.
Well, based on data collected on Tuesday, the U.S. Drought Monitor is now it shows abnormally dry conditions over our area. If I can spit that one out, you can see anywhere in the yellow. But I'll tell you, since Tuesday, we've had a dramatic amount of evaporation and heat. So these patches of moderate drought that are in Illinois and Missouri are probably already expanding into the area. So this flash drought is rapidly intensifying, and it will continue to intensify through the weekend, and I think even next week. You know, tomorrow, a few patches of fog in the morning, but it's a 97-degree high. The record's 101. We're not going to break our tiny records, but it's hazy. A few clouds bubbling up tomorrow. The air quality is bad, the pollen is high, and the air is just not moving around very much. High ozone levels too, because we've had so much sun day after day this week. A light southwest wind and highs in the 90s. Out in the far west, there could be some places that are up to around that century mark, but 95 Logansport, Royal Center 12 Mile, about 95 at Monticello, and we'll get up to about 96 Crawfordsville. The hottest weather again in our western areas, about 98 at Pine Village, and you see the heat indices upper 90s to as high as about 108, and it's similar on Saturday. Hazy sun, a few clouds bubbling up, forecasting 98, the record's 100 set in 1923. Thing is, there'll be a little bit more air moving around. We'll have a southwest breeze blowing, so that'll feel better, but the air quality will still be bad. High ozone levels, and the pollen's going to be high. It's that grass pollen with 99 to 109 heat indices, and there you see the highs with the hottest readings out there in our west. There is Futurecast. There's tomorrow. It's dry, and it's dry right through tomorrow night, and it's dry right into Saturday. On Sunday morning, there is a cold front coming in from the northwest. This could pop, a few isolated to very spotty storms. The problem is they're very hit or miss, and there won't necessarily be a lot of them around, but we'll take what we can get. The other issue is the fact that once the front goes through, the air is very dry, the humidity will drop, it will be breezy, and it's still going to be very warm to hot Sunday afternoon. So we're just going to evaporate whatever water that we do get, and we're going to evaporate a lot of water on Monday with very low dew points and still warm to hot weather. A secondary cold front comes through Wednesday. Now right now, it looks like just a few spotty storms with it. Let's hope that it's more than just spotty, but that's the way it looks now. And behind that, drier air and a couple of nights deep into the 50s that will feel good, but then the hot dome, guess what? It re-expands again. So by the time we get to a week from this weekend, here we go. It's re-expanding to the north. You can see the storms riding along the northern periphery, and we're back well into the 90s. And I think the first part of July will have a lot of intense heat. Multiple locations may get to 100 or a little more. I've got this all laid out on the blog right now because I don't have, you don't have enough time in weather during the show to focus on everything. But you want to check that out at WLFI.com because we look at mid-July, late July, and what could happen in August. 94 Tuesday after the 90 Monday. Then it gets a little bit cooler before we heat right back up next weekend.